Parashat Aharei Mot Kedoshim, 9th May 2025. Theme: You shall be holy. The Parashah for this week combines the 29th of 30 Torah portion, Aharei Mot after the death of Erev, in Kedoshim Holy Ones. Aharei Mot parodies the deaths of Aaron's sons, Nadav and Avihu, and once against an unauthorized entry into the Holy of Holies, was by spying to the high priest kohen Godot. Once a year on Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement, may enter the sanctuary and offer incense, ketoret to God. The full ritual for the most solemn holiday in the Hebrew calendar, Yom Kippur, is set out in the Leviticus chapter 16, verse 1 to 34, and includes casting lots over two goats. Over a goat will be ritually sacrificed, and the second goat symbolically carries the sins of the people to a desolate place in the wilderness. This scapegoat is then set free, and through this rite, the sins from the whole community are removed. It is in the spirit of Yom Kippur observance, the steady rhythm of spiritual stock-taking, expiation of false sins, and maintaining a right relationship with God through both ritual and moral behavior, that we move more deeply into Leviticus chapter 17, verse 26, which has come to be known as the Holiness Code, and which conveys the central idea that the entire people of Israel are responsible for seeking and achieving holiness. Parashat Kedoshim opens and closes with a stunning command: You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. We are challenged to be holy here and now and in the future, even as we reflect on the honor declaration, there is none so holy as the eternal. Between the book and verses which challenge us to be holy, we find dozens of misspelled which, if followed faithfully, lead to the ethics of right living. The Decalogue is woven through Kedoshim, although not as a net listening. Even so, we find the essence of the commandments related to respect for parents, Shabbat observance, prohibition of other gods, stealing, bearing false witness, murder, coveting, adultery, love your fellow as yourself, love the stranger, and more. Abraham Joshua Hosea shares, it troubled the rabbis that the Decalogue is given in the Pentateuch in two versions, Exodus and Deuteronomy, that exhibit volumes. The rabbis solved this difficulty by assuming that both versions were both identical divine origin and were altered miraculously at one and the same time, and that to Moses that meaning of divine revelation was essential rather than the exact words. Volumes should not trouble us. A clear understanding of divine revelation through prayer, reflection, and study and striving for an honoring and authentic moral life through holy acts sanctifies God. We are called to imitate the example of God's holiness, the God who cares for the widow and orphan, who is merciful and gracious, and who rests on the seventh day. For reflection and discussion, modern Buber maintained that Judaism does not divide life into the holy and profane, but into the holy and not yet holy. Discuss. Consider how holiness requires us to find God beyond ourselves.